Hello everyone, this is Teacher Karen. Dito tayo ulit sa bago nating lesson. So, ang lesson na i-discuss natin ngayon is all about absolute value. So, bago ko i-discuss tungkol sa absolute value, i-introduce ko muna yung the real number system. So, we have two kinds of real number system. We have rational and irrational numbers. So, under ng rational, we have integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers. Sa irrational naman, hindi sila numero special, yung mga numbers na natin. Then, we proceed to the So, real numbers, we have two kinds, rational numbers and irrational numbers. Rational numbers, any number you can write the form A over B, where A and B are integers and B is not equal to 0. Under ng rational, we have integers, whole numbers, negative numbers, 0, and natural numbers. Pag sinabing natural numbers, parehas na ng counting numbers. We have also decimal numbers. So, sa rational numbers, under niya sa decimal numbers, sa decimal, meron tayong tinatawag na terminating decimal and definite decimal. Pag sinabing terminating decimal, is tapos or exacto yung decimal number na tapos. Pero sa repeating decimal, paulit-ulit, paulit-ulit. And under na integers, we have whole numbers, 0, and negative numbers. Sa whole numbers, kasama si 0. Positive numbers. Sa negative naman, yan yung mga less than 0. That is negative numbers. Then we have natural numbers, so tinatawag natin counting numbers, and we start like sa 1. Pag nilagyan na siya ng 0, that is whole number. So, we proceed to absolute value. So, the bicycle of joyride of Archel and Angelica. So, gagawin natin example yan. Parehas nakabike si Angelica and si Angelica, dito si Archel. Itong bahay na to ay bahay ng kaibigan nila na ang pangalan ng Lord. So, Archie and Angelica were at Aloy's farm. Angelica rode their bicycle 3 miles west. So, papunta rito si Angelica. Archie naman rode his bicycle 3 miles east. So, who traveled the greater distance from Aloy's house, Archie or Angelica? So, sino daw ang mas malayo ang nag-travel? Archie ba o si Angelica? What subset of real numbers are used in the problem? Represent the trip of Archie and Angelica to the house of Aloy using a number line. So, sino nga ba? So, ang ginamit na subset ng real numbers dyan is integers because we have 0, negative number, and positive number. So, integers is a whole number, not a factor, that can be positive, negative, or 0. So, ang representation nila, kung makikita niyo si Archie, doon siya sa tapat ni positive 3. Then, Angelica naman ang negative. What are opposite numbers on the number line? Makikita ninyo, ang opposite number niya, kasi kung sinabing opposite, kabaliktaran. So, the opposite of positive is negative. So, kung makikita nyo rito sa example, we have positive 3 and pero pagdating dito, ito yung number line. So, start, ang nasa gitna niya is 0 o yung origin. So, it's positive 1, going to the right, positive 2, positive 2. May arrow siya, meaning to dito. These are the negative, positive. Then, from 0 to going to the left, 0 going to the left is negative numbers. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, so on. Then number 3, what does it mean for the same distance traveled but in opposite direction? How would you interpret using the numbers negative 3 and positive 3? Pag sinabing same distance, o yung distance na tinatawag sa number line, that is absolute value. So, how would you interpret using the numbers negative 3 and positive 3? Kung mag-start ka sa 0, magbibilang ka 1, 2, 3. Then start ulit ka ng 0, papuntang sa left, 1, 2, 3. So, even they are in opposite direction, but they have the same distance covered. So, ibig sabihin, kahit magkaiba sila ng direction, parehas lang naman yung bilang ng distance nila. So, ang in-emphasize dito ay yung absolute value. Kasi pag sinabi distance, that is absolute value. So, the distance of 3 from 0 is 3, while the distance of negative 3 from 0 is also 3. Since they are the same distance from 0, though in opposite direction, in mathematics, they have the same absolute value. In this case, 3, the notation for absolute value is to put straight lines on both sides. So, parang may pader, that is absolute value. So, pwede siyang isulat ng absolute value of positive 3 or absolute value of negative 3. Ang sagot pa rin yan still positive 3. Another example, close family ties. So, if there lies a single thing that would ultimately define Filipino identity, one would have to fly around the world and back and still would not know what it would be. That is how diverse and colorful the Philippine culture is. Packed with various trait characteristics, unique challenges, no wonder you cannot confine the Philippines for country. More often than not, you will find traces of it whenever. So, sa kakaiba kasi ang close ng family pagdating ng mga Pilipino. And sa ibang bansa kasi, pagdating ng obligado na silang maniwala sa family. Pero sa atin, kahit may pamilya na, makakasama na. So, one of the factors which certainly set Filipinos apart from the rest are their close family ties. In a common household, it is not surprising to see extended families living under the same roof. Makikita niyo lalo sa mga depressed area. Sa isang bahay, ilang pamilya yung nakatira. So, ganun ka close yung family ng Pilipino. So, the concept of family not only applies as to what the law forgives, the smallest unit of society. For Filipinos, it is one flesh, blood, legacy established at birth. In other countries, when a person turns 18, he or she can live away from his or her family. In the Philippines, they value their family so much that they keep them intact through the years. So, sobrang intact. Kahit may magkaapon na magkakasama. Makaraig family has 7 members. Mary, the mother, Romy, the father, and 5 kids. Dessa, Jeremiah, Jen, Jay, and Nal, respectively. Parents live in Tondo, Manila with the youngest John and Jessa. Jessa, the eldest, lives in Dubai, which is 6,902 kilometers west of Tondo. Jeremiah and Jen live in Cainta, Rizal, that is 18,700 meters south of Tondo, while Jay lives in Valenzuela, 11.7 kilometers north of Tondo. During the enhanced community quarantine period amid the COVID-19 pandemic, it is very important that you stay connected with your family. They often talk to their family members, messages, phone calls, chat, video calls, just to stay updated with each other. With their family location situation, who among the kids are farthest or the closest? So, ito, nag-iwan siya ng tanong. Di ba, nagbigay siya ng mga distance. So, sino daw sa mga anak niya napakalayo sa kanila at sino sa anak niya malapit na. So, later, i-calculate natin. So, let us analyze. What is the selection all about? Disclose family ties. What does a common Filipino household look like? Extended families living under the same roof. Why could we confine the Filipino people in a single category? Because of various traits, characteristics, and family. What does the selection tell us about the family culture of other families? One flesh, blood, legacy, family. So dito tinatanong kung kaya ba natin sagutin ang last question. If yes, what is your answer? So ito yung tanong, with your family location and situation, among the kids are the farthest or the closest to their parents. So ito yung distance na binigay. Si Jessa, yung pinakapanganay, nasa Dubai. And then si Jeremiah, then nasa Kanila. And then si Jay naman nasa Kanila. So yun sa kanila, ang mas malayo at yun sa kanila ang mas malayo. So kung convert mo yung kilometer into meter, si Jessa na nasa Dubai, 6,102,000. Jeremiah at si Jay na nasa Kanila, that is 8,700 meters away from Tumutulong, Manila. And then si Jay na nasa Valenzuela, 11,700 meters away. So ang tanong, yun sa kanila ang mas malayo at sa kanila ang mas malapit sa Tondo o sa family. So the answer is, farthest si Jessa yung nasa Dubai. And then yung closest na nasa Valenzuela yung Jay. Ano pa yung tanong dito? What way can the Makaraig family support each other in this pandemic? So, dahil magkakaiwalay nga dahil sa pandemic, nagkulong tayo sa bahay, nakikipag-usap sila ng family na through text messages, on post chat, video calls, just to stay updated with each other. So, we are in activity number 1, integers module 1. So, in your modules, we have activity 1, integers include type. So, these are the situation, and then this is the representation, and then the opposite. For example, walk 3 kilometers east. So, going to the east, that is positive. And then, the opposite of east is west. So, walk 3 kilometers west. So, the representation is negative. How about number 2? 4 steps forward. So the representation for that situation is positive 4. And then the opposite of the situation is 4 steps backward. So the representation is negative 4. Number 3, 3 floors below. So the representation for that is negative 3. Then the opposite is 3 floors above. So the opposite of below is above. Since 3 floors above, the representation is positive. Next one, the weight loss of 5 pounds loss. So the representation is negative 5. Then the opposite of loss is gain. So weight gain of 5 pounds. So the representation is positive 5. Next, 5 hours late. So late, meaning that's negative 5. Then opposite of late is ahead. So 5 hours ahead, that is positive 5. The number 6, 7 points deduction. Deductions mean negative 7. And then the opposite of deduction is addition. 7 points addition is positive. That is our integers in real life. Next activity or the lesson topic is definition. So, absolute value describes the distance of a number on the number line from 0 without considering which direction from 0 the number lies. If it is a distance, then the absolute value of a number is never negative. So, pag distance, kahit anong direction, it is always positive. Sample. What is the absolute value of 5? Denoted by yung dalawang bar at nasa gitna si positive 5. Kung bibilangin mo from 0 to positive 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the distance is 5. So the answer for absolute value of 5 or positive 5 is positive 5. Next, what number that has an absolute value of 4? So meron tayo dito, ang nakabar is yung x. So ibig sabihin, ano ang magiging sagot nito? Kung ang nakabar hindi number, variable o letter. So absolute value of x is equal to 4. So ibig sabihin, dalawang magiging sagot yan. From 0 to 4, positive 4, and then 0 to negative 4. We have the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the answer is positive 4 and negative 4. So a number and its additive inverse have the same absolute value. They are called opposite. So what's the value? Give the value of the following. Number 1 is absolute value of 0. The answer is 0. Number 2, the absolute value of negative 9. Since negative 9 yan, nasa loob ng absolute value, still positive 9. And then number 3, absolute value of 7. The answer is still 7. Then absolute value of negative 11. The answer is positive 11. The absolute value of negative 2. The negative absolute value of 2. So, yung negative nasa labas, hindi kasama ni 2. The answer is negative 2. Kasi nasa labas yung negative. Kung kasama yung negative sa loob, the answer is positive 2. Since nasa labas yung negative, the answer is. Then, number 6. Nasa labas din si negative. And then, may negative din sa loob. Paglabas sa absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. Since may negative sa labas, so ang answer niya is negative. This number 7, negative 5. Kasi nasa labas din wala sa loob. So next, sa number 8, dalawa yung naka-absolute value. Meron siyang operator na plus. So meaning, i-add natin siya. So, yung absolute value of negative 1 is 1 plus absolute value of 7 is 7. So, 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. This time, yung variable or letters naman ang naka-absolute value, meaning opposite yung sagot, 12 and negative 12. Kung ano yung number sa labas, magka-opposite lang yung sagot. Negative 12 yung nasa labas, negative 12 and positive 12. So, ang sagot dalawa, opposite. Another activity, compare us. So, dito naman, ito yung guide natin, yung number 9 natin. So, 0, nasa middle siya, then going to the right is positive numbers, and going to the left is negative numbers. Pag sinabing positive or going to the right, pataas siya. So, pag sinabing going to the left, that is pababa. So, pataas, pababa. Let us compare. So, fill in the blanks with the correct symbol. So, ito yung sasagot natin. Less than, greater than, or so, absolute value of 5 is 5. Then the absolute value of 7 is 7. So, what will be the answer? So, the answer is less than. So, 5 less than 7. Another example. The absolute value of 4 is 4. Then the absolute value of negative 3 with negative sa labas, the answer is negative 3. So, what will be the answer? The answer is greater than. So, 4 is greater than 3. So, mas malaki yung 4 kaysa sa negative 3. Next one. The absolute value of negative 8 is positive 8. And the absolute value of positive 8 is positive 8. So the answer is 1. Next, the absolute value of negative 6 is positive 6. And the absolute value of negative 7 is negative. So what will be the answer? That is less than. 6 is less than 7. So balikin 6 is sakay. Another one, since may negative na naman tayo sa labas, so the answer is negative 10. Then dito may negative din sa labas, so the answer is absolute value of negative 7. What will be the answer? So negative 10 is less than negative 7. Kung kita nyo sa number line natin, sa positive, habang tumataas yung number, tumataas yung value. Pero pagdating dito sa negative, habang tumataas yung number, mababa yung value. Since yung 10, taas yung number, pero mababa ang value ng negative. So the answer is this. Then the next one is the absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. Then negative naman tayo dito. Then absolute value of negative 5 is positive 5. Then may negative dito, kaya final answer is negative 5. So the answer is greater than. Mas mataas ang positive kaysa kay negative. Then the next one, may negative sa labas. Then the absolute value of positive 2 is 2. Since may negative, nadagdagan natin sa negative. So the final answer is negative 2. Then the absolute value of 0 is 0. Ang 0, walang negative, walang positive. Then the answer is less than. Since negative siya, mas mababa siya kaysa kay 0. Then the absolute value of positive 3 is 3. And the absolute value of negative 3 is also 3. So the answer is equal. Next, since may negative naman sa labas, so ang sagot natin is negative. So absolute value of 6 is negative 6. Then absolute value of negative 5 is 5. Answer is 10. Mas mataas yung positive kaysa sa next. The absolute value of 8 is 8. Then the absolute value of 1 is 1. Since may negative sa labas, negative 1. Answer is greater than. So, see you again next time. God bless.